Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of our Langrisser mobile series. And what a day we have today. It is major patch 11, I believe, if I'm correct. And it brought with it a lot of new things. First and foremost, of course, finally the banner for Yulia and for Omega is in. We're gonna try to roll for it. There is a 1 week duration 18 gates challenge. So you're just able to go for 18 Gates of Fate instead of just 9 for this future 7 days. New Echo of Light has started with the skins for the new people. The banner, as we mentioned, and small addition, just very tiny small addition. That is the Ancient Beckoning, I guess. Ancient Call, what used to be called, has now been translated to Ancient Beckoning. All the bacon jokes have already rolled, so I'm not gonna go there. And as you can see, it is what everyone has predicted. I'm not gonna talk in length about it because this has really been covered by everyone in the strategies team. The bosses are in. Luckily for us, we don't start with the 3-day rotation, which was insane, if you ask me, for the original Chinese server. We actually start with the 6-day rotation or 5 days rotation. Yes. I think it is 6 days rotation because this counts as one. So then it's 5 days, in 11 days, in 17. Yes, so 6-day rotation. Which means we're not gonna see Hyugi and Muni until like a month from now. It's still pretty decent. Very important. If you even attempt Nidhogg at all, you can already steal some achievements. If you get some good grades, it gets even better. And you don't even need to wait for the reward moment. You can already claim some achievements and get some of the prizes, which I already did. So we can go, for example, to... I don't know, to... It has to be an infantry. So... Journey? You know what? We're gonna upgrade her. This was my plan for Ancient Call. Now at least I have a 5-star Bernie. Good. And the damage reduction aura can work out just. Okay, and then you just go to class. Ah, wait, this is my class. I guess I could also buy this, but. Ah, oh right, we don't know what. I'm not sure how to build Bernie. I want to ruin that. Really good. We know that we're gonna leave Leonhardt forever as an Asura, so we just go to weapon. We go to Mastery. By the way, this does not actually mean the currently equipped gear. It's per class, as we'll have explained many times. We select attack and then Mastery roll. Look at that 11. Save the stats and bam! There's now 11 more attack on Leonhardt. So the Ancient Beckoning brings with themselves the new enchantments. There is more. The VIP benefit of the clock has now 9 charges, which is absolutely insane and very good for Ancient Call itself. Ancient Call is extremely demanding, could take up to, I don't know, 80 turns, whatever. And or 30, 40, 50 turns. And of course, if you make any mistake and you're fully free to play, you may suffer from a broken heart just for moving a little bit the wrong way and then losing the entire combat out of it. And finally, well, there is the banner. So I thought, hey, it would be cool to summon for this. The trick is, I hate rated banners, and every fiber of me is telling me not to summon for this, because I'm just gonna end up with a new Leon, which I guess I have repeated. However, the truth is, Yulia is also useful in PvE, and there is no focus banner of Yulia in the upcoming 5-6 months that we know of Chinese banners. Hi Guop, how are you doing? So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna roll up to the first SSR that I get in this banner, and then I'm gonna stop, no matter what I get. Because I think that is a reasonable investment. Especially because the very next month, we already have the Yu Yu Hakusho characters, which already are only in a rate available and never again to be seen. And then the other month, we have Yu Yu Hakusho characters again. So it's gonna be crazily demanding. There's also a focus banner right next to this one that I also want to get the hero from. I really don't want to spend too much on this. So I am gonna roll up to 100 or until we get Yulia. And with that said, we go. Be a 10. So many good banners for a picture. That is very, very correct. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, there is now a 40% chance, right? That is not it. That is not it. That is not it. I knew it. Ah, no! Don't do this to me, game. Okay, well, here is Omega. Oh, don't do this to me, game. Is that it? Okay, well, I did get an SSR, but I don't plan to use Omega at all. Or I get more shouted from the background. This is gonna hurt. Okay, fine. Up to the next SSR, whatever it is. Oh. I mean, I did get one character already, so that's pretty crazy. Whatever. We're here to have fun. You have enough gems to get her. I really need to save. That is not it. I believe we're up to 50 now. Either 50 or 40. Hello, Clint Eastwood. The thing is, I really need Gizarov on the next banner, and then I need the Yu Yu Hakusho characters. Not it. Starting to hurt. Okay, there we go. Whatever it is, I am stopping here. There's no chance I'm rolling anymore. So, Yulia, it is your job to come here. Yulia. Dios. On. Oh, the suffering. Okay. 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 You know, we're average, but it's still really lucky because I got one of each. Now I can stop and be happy. Thank you very much. Oh, that still was an investment. I think we did 80 summons. But you know what? I will take this. This is really, really lucky. You know what? There was no Leon. Come on, this is insanely lucky. So, okay. This makes me happy. Good. Goodbye summoning. Goodbye offers. So how about that? You know what? We're gonna write over here. Exploring Yulia. Okay, so why does everyone want Yulia? Actually, I have no idea. So in general, I know that people, especially like Dango or Nitro, they write amazing guides for specific things to follow, but every time I get a new character that I may be interested in using, I like to explore what they can do on their own without looking into you know, how other people have solved this character. You will release soon officially a builder website. Cool. Okay, so the question is, why is Yulia so good? And here's what we're gonna try to answer. First of all, she belongs to the mythical realm. Let's kiss that off. This is why the Leon jokes keep coming, because when I rolled in this rate up banner, I only got Leon. Sadness. Thank you, Clint Eastwood. Okay, so why is Yulia so strong? Well, it's very simple. When the unit HP is above or below, we already got 2 tickets for this, is above 95%, which then goes down to 90, 80, and 70, I believe. You gain the effect, damage plus 10%, and unable to be killed by deadly damage. You cannot be killed by any damage, but that's pretty cool. Triggers a max of once, twice, 3 times, and 4 times per battle. Each time the unit enters battle, 40% chance to restore HP equal to 30% of damage dealt. So, what happens? As long as she's healthy, she doesn't die. You cannot one-shot her. As long as she's dealing damage, she may heal herself. Oh, Kami-san, thank you very much for your Twitch Prime subscription. You've subscribed for 4 months now. That's very cool of you. Thank you very much. So, she cannot die on a one-shot if she's above 70% health at maximum stars. Additionally, she heals herself during combat. So what could happen is you clash with someone who kills you in counterattack, you don't die, you kill them, you heal yourself back to full, and then the next person still has to shoot you all the way to death. Wow, I thought I would be the second longest after your wife. Ah, Dennis, no, you have competition now. This is how Twitch Prime works. So the possibilities with Yulia are just crazy. You are able to attack. You're able to attack without any fear, especially if you have any type of healer that goes behind it. Hello, Pano, how are you doing? And as long as Yulia is above a percentage of health, for example 70, he cannot die in one shot. Which is why I won't be using Yulia, because I don't think I can keep her above that, and in this case it's 95%, unless I of course star her up. But in general, she will be extremely strong, and what's worse or better is that her intelligence stat, which is what she uses to attack, is very, very, very high. So her power is comparable to Elwyn. He shows up as infantry, but if you go to the talent trees, he ends up in a holy class that is similar to Chris's holy class, and she attacks with intelligence, so you have to keep that in mind. Her growth in intelligence is S, that means she'll be using a very high stat for that. And the cool thing is, her attacks are insane, so you're able to go in without fear, kill them, revive yourself in case you died in counterattack, or just heal yourself in case you didn't die, or in both. Maybe with Healing Touch, healing yourself more, maybe with Discipline, healing yourself more. So all of the options are pretty crazy. And then the opponent, not only did they lose someone, they also have to kill Yulia twice. So if you're able to move a tank in one turn, you know that she cannot die. It's pretty crazy, and most of Season 2 revolves around killing the opponent's tanks before they can heal them back. And this is why Yulia is so important. She's able to go ahead, initiate any fight, not be afraid of being counterattacked, and then the opponent has to choose between losing her tank because they didn't heal it, or by healing the tank, and then you can save your Yulia still once again. Yes, you always play her as holy. You do unlock both trees, but she always stays as holy. That's also where she gets to use the best equipment that fits for her. Pano says 170 vouchers, 1 land use at pity. Oh god, I'm so sorry, Pano. I really wish you the best of luck rolling for the future. And for Dennis, 1 burn on pity and 90 vouchers dry after that. Dennis, if you don't want to put any more in, you can roll in the upcoming focus banner, and the first 10 pull will immediately get you what you need. So I am very sorry for your terrible luck. However, you can try to make the best out of it. I guess this is the way to say it. It is terrible luck. You still can get something for sure out of it. I would recommend not rolling on this banner anymore, because the next one may end up being, I don't know, whatever, an Omega. Even if you get kinda lucky, it's still terrible. You want one of them for sure, so you will waste your pity. I guess if you really want one of them, I am almost sure that I will not be leveling them up. I will only maybe use Yulia if Scylla 70 shows up and I still cannot beat it in any other way. So you use Princess and Glory a lot, so Yulia would be good for you. Yeah, that. Yulia suits you, but Omega suits you more. I don't think I like either of them. I am not a single target person. That is for sure. So, what else can we learn from Yulia? She begins with Discipline, which is the same skill Chris has and Chloe has. It basically heals herself after attacking, and melee soldiers also attack. It's a range 2 attack already, and it's pretty good. Who's good for Scylla, you said? Yulia. Yulia is actually pretty good for Scylla 70, apparently. So we will learn one day why that is. Okay, what about soldiers? I believe the correct soldiers are Zealots. They are also holy, and they use buffs to increase their attack. And thus they are able to punch really, really hard. I guess it's possible to use mass mates, but they're not magical, and I think these are... No, they're not magical. So I guess in case your Zealots are not leveled like mine, mass mate is a consideration. The Unicorn is her troop when they are released as well. That's pretty cool to know. We will see in the future then. What else is there for her? In her Holy Mode, she is able to use a class of items that are similar to Chris's. So for example, this Queen Scepter she will be able to use, and I think this is her best in slot. I'm not entirely sure. But it's pretty clear that she will always try to be above 80% health, and she will always be, of course, taking advantage of the int increase. Dennis, you regret alchemizing Queen's Scepter. I really thought about alchemizing this one as well, because I never thought I would use Chris. And then I realized this is a really, really rare drop. I should just not alchemize it, and that's it. I'm also afraid of alchemizing random things. Like, I don't know who I'm gonna give this Ghostblade to, but I'm also not doing it. One of her best in slot. Okay, that's interesting. And I guess the rest, I don't know if she can use Last Rites, but I guess that would be it. If not, it should be like Tenios and Tenios. We will check one day when we have her maxed out. PvE can probably use the damage from Queen's Scepter more. Interesting. Gift of Eternal Life is good for PvP since it helps guarantee her HP above threshold. Alright, because of the heal. That makes sense. Don't use Last Rites. Interesting. Okay, so there is more to be told. As Dennis was mentioning, this is a Princess and a Glory. Princess already has Elwyn. However, she fits a role that is not exactly the same as Elwyn, but maybe both together can also punch a lot. But Princesses never had sword user until now. So it is possible also to use Yulia as a sword user. It's completely necessary for whatever reason you have. It just is possible. So that's pretty cool. Don't use Last Rites, it will help her survive the hit. Ah, that makes sense. So it's better to let her die. Crazy. Crazy character design. So, we can also learn Magic Defense Break, which is basically a defense break, but for magic defense. I don't think this is a good one pointer, because I think she has Faith. Yes, Faith. Faith, after attacking, heals someone else. Wait. The friendly unit with the lowest HP that is not this unit. Yeah, so she can aid in healing just like Chris would do for her. What else is there? Endure, 1 pointer. When entered in battle, defense increases by 7%. My god, is this a bad skill or what? Hello Pepsi user, how are you doing? And then, this is where we begin with the craziness. What is the skill's name? Godly Menace. 5, so this is basically a Sword Soul equivalent, I believe. The Sword Soul, no, this is not Sword Soul, this is the other one. But it's still 5 turns cooldown. As a single enemy, dealing 1.6 damages. It seems lower, but because it's intelligence, people usually don't have a lot of magic defense. For battle, grants the effect before battle. Deals fixed damage to the enemy equal to 2 times your int, so it's basically a Last Rites breaker already. Restore HP equal to 2 times your int, so you can already heal before entering battle in case you were not maxed out. Look at her soldiers, it's so disgusting. It is pretty disgusting. Last 2 turns, so if also this is before battle, so if anyone is trying to punch her, they will also heal her before the punch, and then they will also take damage themselves. After battle, gain the Godly Menace effect. All enemies within a 2-block span suffer -3 mobility and are unable to guard. Last 1 turn. I think you can already see why this person is absolutely insane. Like the fact that you can just drop a -3 mobility aura, like if you're Emeric, and if you are somehow staying at 2 range from a melee unit, they just cannot move, they cannot reach you. Insane character. There's a reason why everyone is rolling for. Me too, I guess. Tenacity on the sword side. When attacked, defense increased by 5%. Last 1 turn. Can be stacked. Ergo. Don't go there. I believe this is Consecration. Ah, yes. The one where you heal all your friends, just like Ledin has. After battle, so it could be even when getting attacked. 40% chance to restore HP of all friendly units by 15%. I don't think this is a good idea. However, it's still... And finally, Holy Justice. A Sword Soul type of cooldown and range. Attacks a single enemy, dealing 1.6 damage before battle, dispels 5 enemy debuffs, renders them unable to act again and unable to receive buffs. Last 2 turns cannot be dispelled, so this is pretty crazy. This can disable a tank if they are not in passive range, right? So you just shut down their ability to turn on tanking, except for a passive. That's just insane. So I understand that Elwyn is crazy, but they decided to up the crazy a little bit more by giving full revives. So there we go. That is exactly what Yulia is capable of. She seems broken if she only had more movement. I think she has enough. I think she has enough things going on, and most people are starting to use Tenyo headdress in PvP, which means sometimes she will get a mobility +3 buff, and then that's it. Someone is asking me to look at the soldiers, because he has the best offensive holy, the best offensive infantry, the best offensive cavalry. Is that Heaven's Guard? Yes, it could be. The best offensive spear unit, that is the Amazons. No, wait, that's incorrect. The Amazon champions. Yes, that is correct. Who have the bracer skin. Never mind. Yeah, but she doesn't have the best flyer. Come on. I think she's pretty good. So okay, that is actually a Yulia. How about we do this? Maybe a few levels. Not best flyer and demon, please fix it. Also no sorceresses. How am I even expected to play this thing? She seems really good, but you won't use her, Bakira? Yes, I will not use her because I don't plan to move on to the single target meta. I don't think I have first the resources, 2 the heroes, 3 the stars on the correct people. Which means any effort I put into the single target meta will probably be lost by the time Season 3 rolls in. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna specialize on the AoE meta continuation by trying to include new tricks and new people that players who have switched over to the single target meta will not expect. Like for example, if there's any way to stop Yulia from casting things or to bring her below the threshold of her revival, like a 50% AoE from, I don't know, a Bozil Black Hole. Please remember, Ancient Call Bozil will now have pure magic defense added to all of his parts. You didn't get Yulia, sadly, 2 off-banner heroes like always. I'm so sorry, Pepsi user. I have to say, I got really lucky. I know. I've seen Nitro's video. I've seen one of the newer members of the strategy squad who also got Yulia on the first roll. However, 80 rolls for 2 is still extremely good. I will take it anyway. You don't care about any metas, I just run Princess Meteor time. That's pretty true. I also like time. I'm not bringing Sakura in time, but in general, I like time. I like trials. Clergy training scroll. Why are we out of options? Did I buy this? Okay. So the question is left or right, and the answer is right. Because as long as we don't spend runestones, we should really stay holy. Holy. And Puppet, I am similar. Like, I understand for maximum investment what would be the best path, right? People are gonna be using 6-star Omega in this weekend of Apex. But what am I gonna do? Like, by the time I raise this Yulia to anything useful, we are in season 3 already. Okay, here we go. Magic scroll and crest. I forgot the color of vision. Oh. Okay. To upgrade her this class at the very least. Then I wanted to check exactly what type of armor can she wear. I guess if last ride is possible, then it just means all of that type of armor. You know what I have? I have something cool that she could... Oh, Dark Meos, you got Omega. Thank you for the congratulations. I really hope everyone is getting, or everyone will somehow get the hero that they're looking for. I have already heard of some people being shafted by the pity rate, and even... So, Tenyo is, of course, a possibility. Okay. I'm not finding... So she cannot use last ride? Okay, I guess Tenyo it will be then. And I guess this one... Ooh, interesting. I wonder if this even fits. This or this? In the pale stuff is already done, so I guess there's that. Whoa, what are you doing? This game likes to crush my hopes of having a good team. It is so brutal sometimes. Gonna get her latest in February, but they have to save for the focus banner first that comes next week. Yes, that is correct. I am absolutely 100% gonna roll on that banner. Well, you know what? Let's assume for now that she's gonna use this. Let's assume that one of these, and the Slayer's emblem, of course. I wonder who lost this here. Yes, Varna is currently unequipped. I understand. And then something like this. A holy ring. You're gonna show the new map event thing? Yes, I am gonna do literally right now. Okay, so I could look at Omega. She wants a meditation ring. Why does she want a meditation ring? How important is Gizarov anyway? Puphead. He is becoming insanely important. Not only is he an amazing character for me, because I really like summons, not for the strategy, but actually summons, and that they are useful. A lot of the new heroes that are insane are also part of the mythical team, and as part of the mythical team, Gizarov is the only buffer. Ah, he's darkness. So, can we even find someone who is part of them? Mythical realm. Like, look at this already. Togo almost always picked. Zelida could be picked. Bozo can get a faction buff from someone else. Yulia is mythical team. And more of the new characters. Shoujo Jessica is also mythical team, and so on and so on. New chapter, I never know. Because of the fixed damage immunity, and it gives int as well, meditation ring. That's an interesting idea. Then I'm happy I've been keeping meditation rings around. No HP, yeah, I heard that people want to reduce the amount of HP she gets. That makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little cut so that this video doesn't become 10 hours long, and then we'll go into Ancient Call. So I will be right back. Thank you all for joining, and I will see you in 10 seconds.